John, buy or sell Feige and Marvel having their film schedule mapped out for the next 14 years.
Oh, I sell it.
I'm gonna go the other way. I'm gonna buy it. I do agree with what you guys are saying, but I think it's nice to have even a rough plan. I know things are gonna change. It's nice to always have a plan, even if you know they're gonna change. And two, I think it's a jab at Warner Brothers and DC. I think Kevin Feige's like, look, I got all this stuff planned out. What do you got? You can't even get the date for your next movie out right. So seriously, we don't know if that Batman Superman is going to actually be on that date.
It'll move.
It'll move. So I think I'm going to buy it for those two reasons.
You know, and that's the other thing that jumped out to me at this is whether I buy or sell the 2028 thing. You know, it is nice when you sit back and see they've already announced dates for and have rock solid plans for Thor 3, Captain America 3, Avengers 3. You know Doctor Strange is coming. You know Black Panther's on the horizon. You know they got a lot of other plans for a lot of other different things. Because they're confident. I talk about this all the time, right? They're confident in, number one, their ability, and they're confident, number two, in the intellectual properties that they own, and they know that they're going to work to move forward. Juxtapose that against Warner Brothers. Okay, we got Man of Steel coming out. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Don't announce anything else. Let's see how it does first. Yeah. And it comes out, and I still contend Man of Steel is a great film. I loved it. I had a great time with it. Was fairly successful, whatever. But still, you know, okay, we're doing Batman, Superman. Okay, let's just wait. Oh, we don't know what's going to happen. Oh my God,
the two biggest characters.
I know, and they are still so trigger shy about making plans. Now, I'm sure they're making some plans behind the scenes, but they lack so much confidence in them, they're not willing to get in front of the public, say this is what we're doing, we believe in this, and this is the direction we're going. No, they got to sit and cower.
For example, when watching The Dark Knight Rises, Man of Steel, Avengers, etc., who are the people in the background running for their lives? Are they considered as actors, or are they just regular people like me, or is there just somebody who specializes in putting large groups in movies?
Shep, I know you've done extra stuff for other types of things.
Yeah, it's weird because the movies that I was extra in, I was in college and I snuck in. So I snuck in and like even the extras are like, "What are you doing here?" I was like, "Shh." So I was in Ferris Bueller's Day Off in the giant dancing scene at the very end, "Shake It Up, Baby," and then The Light of Day with Michael J. Fox. I'm in that scene, like drinking a beer in the background. But all those I just snuck on to the set. So I didn't get a voucher. They're like, everyone with a voucher, come on over. And I was the only person who didn't have a winter coat. So they're like, who didn't bring their winter coat? I was like, I got actual wardrobe and I wasn't not even supposed to be there. So it was a lot of fun.
You're not acting. You're basically a moving, living prop. They're like, okay,
I will not have you diminish my performance in Jumper, sir. Okay, sorry, go on.
Yeah, they're just
my role in The Light of Day, which I was not even supposed to be there, Dennis. Do not.
Yeah, basically they're like, hey, you guys over here, you guys walk over this way. Pretend that you're, going crazy, blah, 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 all that stuff. And waiting around 8 hours doesn't sound that fun to me to do something for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, all those people who were like screaming, Spidey, while the rhino's shooting at them, those are extras, folks.
All right, what's next?
Makes you respect the art of filmmaking a lot more, too, once you see how many takes and camera angles. It's a really fun thing to do. Now, before seeing Catching Fire, I saw this movie called The Starving Games, made by the same comedic geniuses who brought us such gems like Epic Movie and Disaster Movie. I tried to give it a chance, but by the time I saw The Expendables, the Na'vi from Avatar, and the Avengers making pointless cameos, I gave up watching. My question is, are parody movies dead? Are reference-filled comedies devoid schlock, like The Starving Games, the norm, or will we ever see a return to timeless classics like Airplane and Hot Shots? I'd love to know what you guys think about it.
They all suck today. They all suck. They're terrible. Gone are the days of great spoof movies like Airplane. Top Secret, I think, might be my favorite all-time spoof movie. Latrine! But there was also, what was the one with Charlie Sheen? Hot Shots.
Hot Shots.
And Hot Shots Part 2.
Yeah.
They used to make some really great ones. Now they are...
Spaceballs?
I'm trying really hard not to swear. Spaceballs might be the last, one of the last great ones too, but today they're just all these epic movies, disaster movies, date movies.
Scary movies.
What was the 300? Meet the Spartans.
Yeah.
They suck.
Yeah.
They all suck. I really hope we get some good ones again, but now they are the epitome of lazy filmmaking, throw in any schlock. I think they're just awful today. I hope somebody comes out with a really good one again.
Even the 90s had decent ones, like Not Another Teen Movie. I thought was decent. Chris Evans, if people don't remember, that's where he was. I thought that was kind of funny. And then even the first Scary Movie, I thought was funny. And then the first one, the third one is terrible, absolutely terrible. So I don't know. I hope they're dead just because of the quality of them lately.
Yeah, Spaceballs for the win. I completely agree, and I feel like it's because of the actors. I mean, Leslie, he just Airplane, amazing.
And Don't Call Me Shirley. I mean,
it's just so good.
Great.
And I don't feel like they have that kind of nostalgia, and they're pulling from the teeny bopper community and opposed to these classic, great comedic timing actors. So I just think it's being lost in translation. I have stopped watching them a long time ago. And I love a good parody, but it's not working.
Hey guys, love the show. Enjoying hearing everybody's input on topics. My question/concern is, does anyone else agree that comic book films lose steam or just get worse by the time they reach their third film, like X-Men 3, Spider-Man 3, The Dark Knight Rises, Iron Man 3? After realizing this, I'm actually concerned with comic book trilogy endings. Your thoughts on this trend, or am I crazy? Anywho, keep up the awesome work and bring some filthy. So, Schnepp, what about you? What's going on with the third films in these comic book series franchises?
Well, he didn't mention Superman 3. Obviously, the best Superman. Oh, wait a minute. That's not true. He's right. I don't know. He really mentioned something, and there is a conspiracy out there. It's the third film. So, the third one, they're like, everyone's tired. They're like, just make it, finish it, put it into a box set. I don't know. I'm out of here. Where's my check? I don't know if that happens or not. But I loved Iron Man 3. So I don't think, I don't think that falls into that conspiracy theory of the third film blowing. I didn't like Dark Knight Rises falls definitely into that zone for me. But, hey, everyone's opinion is different, I mean, I know Dennis loved Spider-Man 3, right?
Oh, yeah. Emo Peter Parker.
Emo Peter Parker. Here's the other thing to keep in mind, too. It's not just comic book films. A lot of films that get into a third film have trouble, or even into a second film have trouble. Spider-Man 3, definite drop off the cliff. X-Men 3, definite drop off the cliff. Even though I didn't absolutely hate X-Men 3. I'm not somebody who enjoyed it, but I thought it had a few more redeeming qualities than most people say it did, but definitely the weakest of all the films. Dark Knight Rises was absolutely the weakest of that franchise. I have no doubt about that. But I agree with you. I thought Iron Man 3 was a step up from Iron Man 2. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, we can see this, but it's right. It's difficult. Some film fans, man, we sometimes think, we're all guilty of this. Sometimes we just think making a really good movie is easy. And, if it was easy, it wouldn't be 0.0001% of the population who can make them. It is hard, man, to make a good film. On every step of the way, you can write a script that looks like it's going to be fantastic. You can shoot. I've talked to filmmakers, man, where they've shot films, and while on set making the film, they thought, this is awesome. This turned out so good. And then they sit in the theater with the audience later and realize, this wasn't so good. I mean, it is hard making a great film. So when you can get a franchise, let's say, for example, the X-Men franchise. You make the first movie and it's great, that's rare. You're going to try your luck again and roll the dice again? Okay, make a second one. And it's great again?
And better.
That's even more rare. You're going to do it a third time? What are the odds that all three will be great? The odds aren't great. At some point, a movie isn't going to be great. I meit happened with the Dark Knight series because part 3 was poor. I didn't hate it, but I know some people on this panel hated it. It was definitely the weakest. At some point, Sam Raimi stuck around for a third film. You keep rolling the dice. Eventually, you're not going to roll 7. Eventually, 3 is going to come up, or Snake Eyes. And I think you can't ignore that. That's eventually what's going to happen with the franchise. Except for in very rare occasions. Star Wars, Empire, Return of the Jedi, all magnificent. Godfathers 1, 2, and 3. Whatever you say about 3, it still got nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars. So there are definitely trilogies that can work and be great, and it happens, but it's rare for a reason.
Might I mention the Pusher trilogy by Nicholas Winding Refn? See that. The third one is just as brutal and horrific as the first 2. Watch it as a trilogy, and it really works. So that's one trilogy that smokes it. Same with The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. If you watch all 3 of those Swedish films, they're fantastic. So
Toy Story 1, 2, and 3.
Toy
Lord
Story
of the
3.
Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
There you
So
go.
there's a lot of trilogies that work, just perhaps not in the superhero genre. So
Let's start that slideshow. There's this one here, Star Wars, Jar Jar Binks Strikes Back. Apparently, I'm the Emperor. Schnepp down there. Dennis is Boba Fett. I like that one. All right, what's next? We got a few Star Wars films. Here's another one. This is actually pretty creative. The AMC Wars Revenge of the Schnepp. You're gonna see Schnepp's name in a lot of this
Yeah,
stuff.
Schnepp's like just at the top of the chain.
Yes. All right, what's the next one here? I like this one a lot. The AMC Club. For
Look at
whatever
your
reason,
head.
Chrisley and Amy Rose's heads in this one look perfect. It's
Yeah.
and I love the look on Dennis' face.
Your head is.
I have the top of my head cut off.
Yes.
apparently.
Emilio.
All right, so what's next? The AMC family, a takeoff of the Addams family. I think that's Anne in the glasses. I think somebody put Anne, and look at Schnepp.
You look suave there.
I look suave. Yeah, all right, what's next? The AMC Movie Talk, the League of Extraordinary Movie Talkers, a very creative one. I actually did a little bit of work on that movie, and it's terrible, probably because of our involvement. All right, what's next? I like this is conceptually this is pretty. I like the Schnepp pose in there too. The AMC Movie Talk, Movie fans. Okay, what's next? This is conceptually this might be
yeah.
one of my favorites. Just something really cool, artistic about it.
Beautiful.
Very cool.
Do you recognize it as being from anything
Being
else?
on the filthy. It
No,
looks
but
very
it has a
Hitchcockian.
Ollie Moss type of feel to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I kind of like that one. Okay, what's next? Amy Roseville. And I like Amy Rose's face down the corner. Everybody knows how much Amy Rose loves, horror and clowns. All right, what's next?
Oh my
This
God.
one, the Mean Girl, the AMC girls.
Look at Dennis.
I know.
You're wearing a belly top.
This one is. By the way, Dennis actually owns that shirt. I just want to point that out.
Nice legs there.
Yeah, that one. I'm gonna need therapy over that one. Okay, what's next?
Yeah.
Based
I love
off
this
the
one.
story we did the other day when Schnepp said that looks like a cocaine volcano. John Schnepp in Cocaine Volcano.
His look on his face. is
Look, and
priceless.
I like this tagline: "Mankind was born on a volcano. Let's fly high." All right, what's next?
Oh, that's so
Dawn
great.
of the Planet of the Schnepps. I think that's just with the one little red stripe down it. All right, it's next. This is one of my favorites.
Just snapping them.
The Schneppable me. And if you look at, like, everybody's in there. Chris Lee climbing up the scarf. Amy Rose apparently being piggyback. I don't know. That's and I just love the Schnepp as the minion. That's pretty cool.
You're Gru. That's awesome.
And I'm Gru.
It's so great.
I've almost got the nose for it. Okay, what's next? If there is more. This is one Christian told me about. Star Wars Episode 7, Rise of the AMC
my
Jedi
God.
Council. I never pictured myself. Actually, I used to have hair that looks ridiculously like that.
Really?
Like really disturbingly like that. Okay, is there any more? Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
more modern ones.
Neighbors.
Neighbors, Family versus Threat. Is there another one? Oh yeah, John Schnepp. This is one of the first ones that got sent in. Actually, I thought that was a really creative title too. All right, what's next?
Schnepp up.
This one. Oh, Schnepp just walked into the thing. Schnepp up.
Your ears are
Revolution.
burning.
Schnepp up revolution.
Okay, is there another one?
I think that's one.
Oh, this one was really cute too. The AMC movie based on the Lego
Yeah,
one.
that's cool.
And is there more? Oh, this is another.
Look at you.
The compositing on this one's really
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, that's perfect. Your face is perfect.
The lighting even looks right. The perfect tilt on Dennis's face. That one's really done well. All right, what's next? The new Twilight one.
Schnepp in the back.
It's the smile on Schnepp's face
No,
that
it's the
kills
smile.
me.
Yeah, it's
And Amy
Crystal.
Rose, Crystal Lee's face just looks perfect too.
It's
The
hilarious.
first time anyone has ever seen Bella smile.
Yeah.
That's how you
throwing
know it's
that
a
out there.
fake. All right, is there another one? Yes, Schnepp Man, the amazing Schnepp Man. That might be it. Is there, or is there more? Oh, it's too bad. It's not all fitting on the screen. This is kind of a takeoff of a Ocean's 11 kind of poster. So it's a guy. I'll have the gatekeeper.
I like
the
that
gatekeeper.
Schnepp is just
The Schnepp
Schnepp.
picture.
It's like
Yeah,
Train
just
Spotting.
Schnepp.
Train
Or maybe
Spotting
Train Spotting.
poster,
That's what
yeah.
it's. Okay, is there another? The AMC Movie Talk crew. You can't. It's a little bit off screen. Maybe you can see it on your screen at home. But Schnepp as Beast looks hilarious. I really like what they did with Christian as Magneto too. That looks really good. And Dennis as a bald guy, if you ever wanted to picture that.